Hi Libra, welcome to your March 2018 tarot reading with me, Anushka. Okay, I hope you guys are feeling good. We've come right out the front of this month with like a full moon in Virgo in your 12th house. So it's like some psychic stuff going on with you guys. There's a lot of deep healing going on there. Something is happening. Right, let's see what we've got for you then, Libra. Okay. So, this is how you're coming into the month, okay? And here is your environment. People around you. Okay. This is your advice card. And then this is how we're ending the month. So we're ending the month with movement, Libra. But you know what? This is so funny. Everyone's been getting this. Everyone's been coming in with like a feeling of slight disappointment. I'm going to draw a few more cards just to clarify. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. So you're coming in with the card that symbolizes Aquarius, the star, the wish card. But he's in reverse. So there's a feeling here of like, where have you given up on your hopes and dreams, Libra? Where have you given up on your hopes and dreams? What's going on with you? I feel like there's something happening. There's some sort of like, I feel like you're feeling a sense of loss. Or not even loss, I just feel like you're feeling a little bit discouraged, you know? What have you given up on that really you deserve to have? What have you put to the side? You know, what have you said to yourself? Oh no, that's too much for me. Like that's too much for me to desire that. I'll just settle, Libra. It's not about settling. And I'm getting this feeling like on some level that you're settling. And I don't know, like for some of you it's to do with a relationship where you're just settling and you're backing down and you're saying, I'm not gonna fight for what I want, because this is in reverse. You're like, I'm not gonna fight for what I want. I'm just gonna give in, and maybe I just won't want as much. Maybe I don't need as much fulfillment from my partner, or from my work, you know, from my job. You know, maybe I shouldn't be asking for so much, Libra. You know, that's not the case. You are worth so much, but I feel like you are giving up on something, or you have given up on something, and that something is really, really connected to your own happiness. And it doesn't need to be this way, Libra. Yeah. Let me just remind myself of what's going on in your chart. Okay, so there's a full moon happening at the end of the month in your sign. And there's a full moon at the beginning of the month in your 12th house. Okay. You're going to start getting clear. You're going to start getting clear on what you need from a relationship, some of you. Because you're not getting what you need. You're not feeling very fulfilled. And you stopped standing up for it. I feel like some of you stopped fighting for the relationship and you've just kind of given up. And you're like, I don't have the energy anymore. I just can't do it anymore. Okay, but work has been good for a lot of you. Money has been good for a lot of you. And I feel like that's where you've been putting your energy. And you're like, let me put my energy into things that are grounded, things that I can see, touch, taste, feel, you know, into things that I'm in control of, which is fine and that's great. But Libra, you need emotional fulfillment, because I feel like some of you are feeling like you're just tired and like you're in a tired and worn out situation. And you really, in your heart of hearts, you want so much more than that. I feel like some of you are coming to a conclusion of a relationship, and I don't think it's this month, but I think it's soon. You're going to be coming to the end of a relationship. I really do. One that isn't emotionally fulfilling. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could even be like a friendship. There's some area where you're giving something or you're involved with somebody and it's just not reciprocated in a way that makes you feel good, and you're just kind of hanging around in this ambivalent friendship or relationship, which is kind of draining on your energy. I feel like it's having an impact on your health as well, and I don't think that that's good for you. But I don't think you're going to do anything about it this month. I feel like you need to get clear on some things, and this month you're going to rely on where's my money coming from, what's going on with my resources, which is great. We've got Jupiter in your second house, okay? And he's going to be going over that and also looking at what your values are. And I think you're going to start questioning your values. You're going to start questioning your resources, your energy, and the time you give to people. And I think that's where this relationship or friendship, that's when you're going to decide, actually, do you know what? I can't be in such an ambivalent and vague relationship with somebody in which I just don't feel emotionally fulfilled. I'm going to start standing up for my needs. I feel like you're going to turn this around, but I don't think it's going to be this month. I think you need to get to grips first with what your values are and what your value system is before that actually happens. This is really interesting. Okay. I think there's patience that's required. I mean, there's going to be an ending of a situation soon. And for a lot of you, it's going to be somebody who has either been like a friend in your life for a long time, or it could even be a partner. It could even be a works partner as well. It could be a business partner, somebody you work with. But it's like now's not the time, but you're starting to realize that actually, like, you deserve more. Okay, and there is a new horizon coming, but first we have to let ourselves, I know it's going to sound a little bit macabre, but we have to let ourselves sometimes be like, in a way, we have to let ourselves be broken down by a situation before we can rise again and before the new dawn comes. And I think you need patience. There's patience involved with this. There's a sense of having to wait it out and just like wait for the right time to be able to walk away from this, but walk away from it quietly without causing too much chaos. I feel like that's what you want, because what you really need is you want balance and harmony in the way you're related to people. And that's what you're about, Libra. You know, you're about balance. You're about harmony. I mean, you know, that is your thing. But for some reason, you're just not feeling that. Now, some of you, I feel like this does relate to health, which is, you know, I did say in your astrology reading, actually, that some of you might get a turnaround in your health. So it might be a case of it gets worse before it gets better. Okay, so this is like, what I'm seeing is that there's something here that you just have to go through. So whether it is like a feeling of unfulfillment with a person that you're with, or whether it is that you have to kind of, the illness, or the illness has to get worse before it gets better. But I do feel like there will be forward momentum, because we've got the 8 of Wands here, which I feel like this is a breakthrough on some level. So for those of you who've been struggling with something, some sort of illness, I think somebody will be there. I want you to have faith, because this to me is about faith. Have faith and trust, and know that there is a breakthrough coming. And sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. But I also want you to look beyond any health difficulties into the more esoteric and spiritual meaning of them, because quite often when we have something physically that affects us and you know, that adversely affects our health, there's often another layer to it. So it could be that we haven't engaged in positive self-love and self-care. It can be like you can have issues with, like, have a really bad flu for ages, or a really sore throat for ages, or have like problems to do with the mouth, the throat, the gums, the teeth, and that can be a manifestation of like a blockage in your throat chakra, a blockage to do with self-expression. So don't just take it at face value, look underneath, and maybe take a holistic approach to any health issues, so that you're not just combating the physical side of it, but you're actually looking at the energetic side of it. Like, you know, if I start to express myself more, if I start to be more direct in my speech and say what I mean, then maybe this sore throat that I've had for the last 3 months is gonna then, you know, clear up. Because quite often illnesses are a way of drawing our attention to the fact that there's something that we've been doing for a while, which is how it's gotten to the point of an illness. There's some pattern, something we've been doing for a while that's caused us to fall ill, okay? And that can be to do with a lack of self-care, it could be to do with a lack of speaking up, it could be to do with a lack of confidence. But there's some energetic pattern that we repeat and repeat and repeat until it gains momentum, and then it manifests as an illness. So I'd like you to look beyond just the physical for those of you who it affects you in health, because I do think there will be a breakthrough. I really do. But I think that there's some learning for you to gain in this. Okay, Libra? I'm really seeing, I like, I always want to be honest with you guys, and I hate to kind of seem like I'm giving negative news, but I just really am seeing the fact that you're feeling disappointed. And I think a lot of people are feeling this at the beginning of March. We've got that Neptune opposing that full moon. But you're feeling disappointed and you're feeling unfulfilled in something, but it's like it's caused you to give up on your dreams or your hopes or your wishes. And Libra, I want you to go back to basics. Now, there could be an earth sign that comes in or that is around you who is somebody who is solid, somebody who is like grounded, who's got got their stuff together, who could be like, who could show you how, because look how he's there, with that pentacle, right? And he's rooted to the spot. He's standing strong there. And to me, like, this is saying, okay, like, don't give up. I feel like this is somebody who is strong and reminds you of perseverance. And this person could be like a really good support system this month to remind you, you know what, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on valuing yourself and loving yourself, because you are worth so much more. And it might be that by aligning yourself with this person, you get back that inspiration to have the relationship that is more fulfilling, to have the career that is more fulfilling, to treat yourself in a way that is far more like, showing yourself that you value yourself. There's somebody here who I feel is like gonna be strong for you and gonna help drag you out of this feeling of like, oh, I may as well give up, So I do like this person for you. I'm not seeing them as so much of a romantic interest, although they might be for some of you, but I'm seeing this more as a friend, as an ally, as a support, somebody who's going to kind of bring you like back down to earth, but in a really positive way. Because I feel like some of you, I don't know why, I just feel like you've gotten caught up in this feeling of disappointment and just almost like, what's the point in even trying, But there is opportunity for breakthrough, but I think you just got to be patient and bide your time this month, Libra. I don't know if this reading is making any sense. I know it feels very vague, but this is kind of how I'm feeling you're feeling, I feel like you've got to, whatever it is, you've got to bide your time. There's something that isn't doing it for you. It's not floating your boat, and you know this. And I don't feel like you've got the energy right now to change it or break it up, but you like it's affecting your kind of how can I put it, it's affecting your vigor, it's affecting your zest for life in such a way that it's pulling you down. And so you need to be around people who are grounded and supportive, who can remind you of the truth of who you are and kind of shake you out of this a little bit. Okay, Libra, this isn't a good time, I wouldn't say, for you to be initiating anything to do with love or romance. I really wouldn't right now, because I feel like the energy is, we're in the Pisces season. I feel like the energy is just really vague and like elusive, and it could actually you could end up feeling like getting with somebody and then it turns out they're not what they were, and then you become even more disappointed. I feel like the energy is just too watery and too vague for that right now. I feel like you need to just fall back on trusted methods this month, and fall back on patience, fall back on, like, take it easy this month, okay? And maybe take some quiet time to yourself. Mars is going to be moving into your 4th house mid-month. Take some time to yourself, be patient, reflect, do what works, put yourself around grounded people, okay? Earth signs would be really good for you this month. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they would be really good for you this month. But if you can, steer clear of people whose energy is just all over the place, because that's just going to sweep you up with it. And it can just, I feel like you could end up aligning yourself with people who are all in victim mode, and you could get dragged into that. And I don't want that for you, Libra, okay? Because I think that through this, there will be forward movement, but sometimes we've got to go backwards in order to go forward, haven't we? So I feel like you need to pull in this month and be patient, and then you're gonna get epiphanies, you're gonna get inspiration, you're gonna get signs from the universe that will show you the next direction to move in and how to move forward. Okay, Libra? Okay, all right, thank you so much for watching. I hope that that made sense to you, and I'd love for you to like comment and let me know how that plays out. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like, and I will be back next month with more. Take care, guys. Bye.